So today's November 15th, 2017, the podcast. Drawer Beers.
It's the podcast.
Drawer Beers, episode 1.
What was the noise?
What was it? That's what it feels like to find a drawer beer.
Oh,
that
like
you
the
forgot
theme
about.
song to Drawer Beers, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. 1 second, we grab my hams.
You gotta open it in front of the,
All this stuff, you wanna-
like crack it right here.
Like that, like a, god damn, it's tight over here.
You're the one who wanted to be behind the bar.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
There we go. That's a hams right there.
Drawer beers?
Yeah, these are Drawer Beers.
Cheers. After sip, cheers.
Yes. Oh, we're
Make sure that's pointed towards you ish. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we have groupies.
Yeah, we do. In the background right now.
They don't know what's... Yeah. Already,
So-
it's been less than 2 minutes and I haven't finished a sentence already.
So should we just start off with the fact that I hate you about that Arcade Fire thing?
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like
What are
we
you
really-
referring to?
I feel like we really want to talk about that.
Yeah.
At VoodooFest.
Well, you had a half and half drink that was in a tall, like 32-ounce cup each
I
day.
was so drunk. You should have
You
seen
were-
Leslie's face when she tried to take a sip of
Yeah,
my
I bet.
screwdriver,
She
my
told me
8 in
about
the
it.
morning screwdriver.
With what?
Oh,
Was
God.
it
You
Bacardi
girls would be so
151?
proud. Oh no, it was New Amsterdam 100 proof vodka. It was like Flint water. I was basically mixing orange juice with Flint water. And I had like a tiny little Dixie cup, the tiniest like little styrofoam cup ever, and I just did a half and half with just underproof and I told her, I was like,
Hey,
oh, just so you
little
know,
guy?
that's alcoholic. I didn't say like how alcoholic. And Leslie was like, oh, I'm so parched right now. She's like, here, just let me try a sip. And she like legitimately drank it. She's like, and she spit it on the ground.
Spit it on the ground.
It was
In the hotel?
no, that's
Oh.
just she's got more class than that. Jesus Christ. No, we were walking around the hotel, the perimeter. That was right before that cop pulled us
Oh,
over
yeah.
and was like, hey, you look like a girl who's missing. What's your name? Which I think is like, if that girl wants
Just
to
'cause
stay
you're black
missing,
that he said that.
I know, like every black dude's a kidnapper, which I'm pretty sure there's a statistic on that, but I'm glad though, as a black dude, like that I can be on the scary side of things. So I always think about being like a small, non-black lady, because black women are scarier than black men. I'm just gonna say that right now. Fact. Anybody can agree with that.
Wait, what?
Black women are scarier than black men.
Yeah, they are.
Fact. And then you
Yeah.
know, it's just nice though, because as a black dude, I could kind of be scary without even trying. I could just walk
No,
up
you
on someone and
can't.
just be like, huh!
You're not scary.
You can't hear me though. That's the thing. If you don't hear me, I'm a lot scarier. But if you hear me, you're like, oh no, that guy's. Oh, that's great.
And then you give the intro for how you say your name.
Oh, Floyd, like Pink.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we didn't even say our names.
Oh, hi, I'm TJ Bartholomew.
Jesus.
Todd.
I'm just Floyd. I'm just Floyd. You don't need my government.
The second, right?
Yeah, the second. Yeah.
Somehow you're the second when there isn't a third.
Well, that's
I'm
the
a
thing.
junior. I can't be a second until I make a third.
I'm technically.
I don't
a
want to
third.
make a third, but
I'm technically a third because my grandpa was Floyd Jones.
but he didn't have the same middle name, right?
He had no middle name. He was so old. I don't think they gave black people middle names back then. They were like, "You're lucky you're even getting the last name," and his name is just Floyd Jones. And then my dad was born, and then they were like, "This is gonna be Floyd Kevin Jones. We've reached a time where black people can have middle names." So then he's Floyd Kevin Jones, and then I was born, and I'm Floyd Kevin Jones, the second with the Roman numeral 2.
No, you're a
That
junior.
a lot of people are like, "Why did you just put 2 I's?" After I've had banks call me, "Sir, what are the 2 I's about?" I'm like, that's my fucking name, the Roman numerals. You're
That's a
it says
normal-
you live in Westland, Michigan. You're nowhere near Rome. And then that's just my frustration with mankind. No, you know what I put in here?
What?
I'm not gonna lie, we're cheating. I put some notes to like remind me of stuff because I don't want to remember shit. I'm not gonna just remember fresh stuff.
We're
for
not
people,
gonna remember it.
Random people listening to a
We were hanging out
podcast.
the other day, and 30 seconds passed, and I forgot something. I was gonna
Everything.
tell
I
you.
told you to put at least 10 memos in your phone. There's 2.
Just 2.
So
Yep.
I was
2.
thinking about how shitty I was about True Detective.
What do you mean? Season 1 or 2?
Not the season 2 because I was just terrible regardless.
No, it
But
wasn't. It was all
season
right.
1. I was thinking about how pissed it made me that they didn't use old dollar bills for that scene with Woody Harrelson.
What scene?
Because I collect
Remind me of it.
old money so that I can make a film in the future.
What?
It was when he gave that prost $20.
When was a new
he's like,
$20 bill? That's bullshit.
Yeah, no, and it's like clearly supposed to be 1995. Kind of offended me. Yeah. Oh, what's up? Welcome to the bar.
Hi.
Yeah, we got stools and stuff.
Hi.
Nicole.
Nikki.
Yeah, sorry, the other mic's all the way down there. Just so you guys know, it is all the way over there.
Thank you.
God, that gutter slut picture is hilarious. I just
Is that a
framed.
framed shirt?
It's a frame shirt.
I didn't know
It's
it
got
was
a
bowling
bit.
ball.
She kind of looks like
gutter
She kind of
reference.
looks like Wonder Woman too. Like,
I know.
Is
How
there
good
like a
is that?
headband on her?
No, that's just naturally. That's just an accented gray part of the picture to make it look more realistic. They're talking about a shirt that I was blessed with. So my ex totally, like, she got a box of like clothes from her like aunt, her like family friend aunt, and she went through it and she was like, I don't really see a lot of clothes like I want or whatever, and like I just saw that like kind of peeked out, and I was like, what the hell? And sure enough, it was just a shirt. She was like, I'm definitely not wearing that.
Definitely not wearing
I was like, go on!
I'd wear that.
And she was like, I'm gonna throw all these away, and I took that one out for sure, just because it's hilarious.
I throw it in the gutter
Got
all
a
the
shirt
time,
that
man.
says gutter slut. It's the best shirt ever. I want that to be the first tattoo I do on myself.
I just thought she was a slut. I didn't notice she had the bowling ball.
Yeah, the bowling ball makes her gutter worthy.
Right.
Oh yeah, now it's clever. Now it's not just a shirt that says gutter slut with a woman holding a bowling ball.
Yeah, with her big old
It's a
titties.
pun, okay? Oh, gosh, vulgarity's so good if it's like got a clever aspect. You know, I like had a phase in my life where I was saying like let's say something as stupid as like, you were like, oh, this wine is nectar. I'd be like, I'll neck your tur. Like I was doing that a lot. And then one day me and the old lady walked into a store and she's like, ooh, pumpkins. And I was like, I'll pump your kin. And I decided like, it was the worst accidental pun ever. Like
And that's when
that
you
was the
changed-
day I
you
stopped.
that
I
game?
stopped that game. Yeah, that's all that happens in my life. I just do that until I say I'm gonna pump your kin, and then can't do that anymore.
What else are you drinking besides that, Hams?
So a little bit
In
of
what
nectar
kind of
wine in a styrofoam cup. You want to talk about drawer beers?
Yeah. They're room temperature.
I'll never forget when I first got you a drawer beer, because you seemed,
What the fuck's a drawer beer?
you were. They're beers I keep in a drawer because I don't feel like
So
refrigerating.
they're just
shit.
warm then, and
Yeah,
we're just gonna
they're
drink them, and it's just so we don't have to go up to the fridge.
Yeah,
in
that's what
between
these
episodes,
hams are. That's what
or
these
pause
John
it.
hams were. Did I pull them out of
Yep.
a fridge? No, I remember when you like asked me for a beer like back in the old shitty
Was it
apartment.
MGD?
Oh no, it was
I
a
hope not.
Fireside Nut Brown. Because it was like so porno sounding, I had to have it. Like I bought
That
as
was
much
the
as I
first.
could.
It had to be like.
That was the beginning of
Was it
drawer
not the
beer.
High Life?
Because like before that, I thought if it's shitty beer, you can't just drink it out of a drawer. But then beer snobs happen. And people were like, oh, I like my beer with a little bit of warmth to it.
Yeah,
which
British
is the
people.
dumbest shit in the world. But I was like, fuck it, I'll just milk this beer snob thing. Keep beers in a drawer. As long as they're
Room
not
temp, little
beer
room
like
tempy.
Budweiser. And I got Leinenkugel's Fireside Nut Brown. Threw it right in the drawer.
Not brown.
And then you were like, hey, can I get a beer, man? I see you're drinking that Liney. And sure enough, I just walk over to my drawer. And he's like, what do you... And I just reach in and grab out a beer. There were like 6 or 7 in there.
Did you wait for that moment, the first moment someone asked you for one? Were you ready
I didn't
for
plan. I wasn't ready for it
Am
at
I the
all. They
only
were
one that's
definitely
been
my
like?
drawer
Was I the
beers.
first person that you're like, here, you want a drawer beer?
Nobody. I don't think I've ever given anybody else a drawer beer.
Yeah.
Drawer beers are for
That's
me,
special.
clearly.
Yeah.
They're where my socks and my underwear are.
I get that.
And now my drawers...
Now I
My
know that.
drawers-
It's good
my
that I know that
drawers have
years
been
later your
upgraded.
underwear was all around it.
It was definitely all...
Good.
It was,
I've tasted
There
you.
was no bottle cap. There was no...
So we're pumping kids, we're
That's so
tasting each
good.
other.
That's honestly pumping kids and it's our co-host Kevin Spacey was unable to make it today. Oh god, that's terrible.
None of us are 15. That's why.
I know exactly.
He would have been here.
We were making terrible jokes about that at my job. I mean, we were terrible people. I told
Mm-hmm.
you I had to leave that, man. I was becoming a Trump supporter accidentally. Like I told my mom that I was like,
It
I
was
feel
just
like
because of all the subliminal hearing it from everybody around you.
yeah, it's like I want to get in
Yeah.
on this hate.
You're
Like,
right.
Everybody's
Yeah, I
hating
guess.
but me.
There should be a wall. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, who's even on the other side? Who's what?
Doesn't matter.
Like I was on the freeway and I was literally sitting dead still at 96 or 696
No
and
shit,
275.
no way.
Because an accident happened.
Well.
The weather's not even bad yet. Who the fuck are you to get in an accident already? So this douchebag gets in an accident, and all I'm thinking is like, if anybody's alive up there, I'm just gonna be furious. I've been waiting here so long. I'm gonna be pissed. And I was like, that is the death of mankind right there. I was like,
worth it.
it better be worth it. I better see headstones. They better be burying them right there.
No, it's just everybody
Right there
has to
on the
take their
spot.
turn staring and drive
That's
5 miles
what
an hour
pisses me
past it.
off.
I don't get it.
And it's always the classic you ride by. There's like 7 dudes with their arms crossed, just like, no, yeah, everybody's so nonchalant.
You do have to go slow when you pass them.
Well, no, I'm saying, but they were over there. When I got up there, I was like, oh, this is cleaner than I thought it should be.
There's no blood.
There was
There's
no blood.
glass. What the
No
fuck?
glass. They called me Mr. Glass.
These people.
The nerve of these people. No, and it was weird though, because like the next day, this guy came over to play bass, and he's like a medic, and he's like, yeah, dude, I was on my way over here, and I knew your buddy Floyd was like coming here because he's Steve's friend. He's like, I knew he was making sure to be there when I got there, and I watched somebody get in an accident, and I just had to keep driving. I couldn't even like save their life. I was like, God damn. Well, thanks for showing up and playing bass. But he like felt really bad. You could tell. Then I felt bad about my traffic thing, about being like, everybody should die. Because he said the guy flipped.
The opposite happened for him.
You told me
Yeah.
about that.
He was like driving. I guess he was like looking down like a median.
I can save
And he
you, but
saw-
I'm busy.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta play bass.
It's more fun.
Oh, I'm sure a medic will get you in time.
Have you had a drawer beer before?
Yeah. Sir, how many drawer beers have you had tonight?
Fuck off. I gotta go.
That's the world I want to live in. If a cop was that straight up, it'd be a totally different game. He's like, sir, you smell of a good drawer beer.
Like, now that I had a drawer beer in my Jeep throughout the entire summer, I realized.
That's not
That
a
side
drawer beer.
pocket- Yeah, the summer shandy.
Yeah.
There's one in my door for
That's a door beer.
since Steven's
God,
birthday.
they're totally different. Door beers and drawer beers.
Come on.
Did you drink
Just
it?
a few letters.
No, I didn't drink it. I think I threw it out.
I would have drank it.
You should have saved it. I save all my unwanted beers for Floyd.
Every one of them. Honestly, whether it's something that's been in a microwave for a day or not, it's just,
I buy good beers for myself, and then there's crappy beers left over for Floyd at my house because he'll drink anything. And then I give him nice beers, right?
I don't even like.
You
them
don't
half
even
the time.
want nice
I'm like,
beers.
Where's the one? I can
This is
tell.
cold?
I can tell by the fact this has a description. It's not cheap enough for me right now. Like, what is this? You are nice with that s'mores one was. That was good.
Top drawer.
That s'mores one, top drawer. I'm
sure.
That was a
Middle
top.
one? That
That was
middle
top
one?
drawer beer.
It like had like a campfire or a fire
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the thing. It was a
What was
s'more
it,
stout or something. Yeah,
Shorts. Was it
Shorts, yeah.
Because they always have the cool art.
it's aight.
It was. It's more than I. I'm so ready for Punisher.
Friday?
Friday. But you know what else comes out Friday?
Thor.
Justice League?
Yeah.
Oh, Justice League, yeah.
You gonna see that?
Yeah, we're going to see
Saturday.
this. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I care so little about comic book movies. I completely thought we were seeing Thor Ragnarok for like
I hate
20
you.
minutes today.
I hate you.
I was like, we're going to see Thor this weekend. That's gonna be sweet because I love Marvel. And then you just
Shut
reminded
the
me
fuck
that I'm
up.
watching a DC movie. So,
this is DC. What am I
but you
doing
know,
here?
I got my peeps. Nikki
Better
Hood's about to be
superheroes. What are you
there.
talking about?
NH, Shell Roof, you ain't gonna be there, but you know it's all good.
NH.
We're gonna have Hootie, the Blowfish. Like we're gonna have the whole.
That makes sense because he loves Aquaman too. Blowfish. That's
Boom.
awesome.
See, boom.
You connected that.
That's not
I
the
did.
same.
I brought
It's
it together.
not H-O-O. It's
How about you not-
Hootie, it's
How about you not take down?
Yeah, but it phonetically
on
makes
paper,
sense.
it's not about what's
It's
on.
not the same.
And they're
People are
boys,
just
so he
hearing
can
us.
say
They're
that
not
about him.
reading us. Okay.
They're secret best friends. Remember, Nikki?
That is weird.
Oh my gosh, we are secret best friends.
Hootie and Floyd.
I know. She's like, yeah, Hootie
They have
asked
an
me by
unbreakable
name, and I was
bond.
like, we talked about comic books for over 30 minutes, which immediately makes you
I never
basically
talked
gay
about
lovers.
comic books with
Like
him.
honestly, if you see a man and another man talking about comic books for more than a half an hour in one room, standing there without a TV,
Yeah.
boom.
Well,
That's
okay,
just
so-
it's
No,
love.
it's like when you're 6 years old and you like the Green Power Ranger. I like the Green Power Ranger. We're best friends.
And they were like, but dude, how sweet is he as the white Power Ranger? You're like,
He's
"Same
better as the
guy."
Dragon
I'm gonna
Zord.
cry. over this whole car.
Honestly, it's great. I was definitely at one point in Halloween history, I was definitely the White Ranger, which foreshadowed so many
The
things.
Black
in
White
life.
Ranger?
I was the Black White Ranger.
You did whiteface?
No, that would have been way better if I couldn't afford a mask and I just
With a ponytail? With a ponytail?
Oh my god.
Big
Yeah, I
guy
think-
hillbilly one, like.
I should have. Like, I hillbilly all my shirts now. If I see a shirt that's got like the tiniest hole, I just cut off the sleeves. I'm like, fuck it, I've got tattoos.
All right, Mac.
I'm just cutting the sleeves
Sure
off.
thing, Mac.
Yeah, I'm just going through them. I just,
Tattoo.
when I finish off like folding my clothes, I'm just gonna have scissors.
Do you
next
want me to retire them when you pass away?
Yeah, of course. And you've got to like have
And
like
hang
a
'em up.
jersey thing, like
Make 'em
at
Floyd.
the Little Caesars
Yeah.
Arena. Dumbest fucking name of my life. But
Well,
yeah,
why?
like, dude, why?
Why?
It's just it's a pizza, like for cheap.
Pizza's
it's a
really
cheap
good.
pizza. Can you imagine if we had like the Miller High Life Stadium? We'd be like,
No stadiums have good names because it's whatever company owns it now and they build them.
Yeah, but Little Caesars. That's
Yeah,
not
it's
even
Michigan.
fun.
It
And it's
sucks,
little.
but I
It's
get
like it makes
It would have been
sound
cooler
like
if we called it Caesars Arena, but that would have been confusing.
Caesars Arena. Oh yeah, there's the
Would have been
Caesars.
way better.
What? Yeah, right? I said this a
Like-
long
like-
time ago.
Medium-sized Caesars.
But like, still have fucking
And
the
it's a
Little
huge
Caesars
place.
guy on the fucking building if you need it. But just say Caesars so that we're not a joke when everybody's like,
And then
I
that's
went
how-
And now
to-
he's been alive
You
for
guys-
how long?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's
Caesars
just
pizza.
LCA now. You guys noticed that? They
Give him
just
a
call
mustache.
it LCA. Yeah, you guys gonna see that setup at LCA? Because we don't even like saying the name, and we
Yeah.
get paid to.
I remember
I
when
work
it
here.
was Bow Wow became Bow Wow instead of Lil Bow Wow.
Oh yeah, he like
He's a
upgraded. He
big boy now.
upgraded.
He's a big boy now.
I don't think he calls himself Big Bow Wow though.
I
That
said-
would just be weird. So I was thinking about Bob Ross the other day.
Why are you thinking about Bob Ross?
It's
It's
incredible.
If you guys, I know
He
if
is.
you watch the part where you like, you
Swish,
just
swish,
beat,
swish, swish.
you beat the devil out of it, and he's like cleaning
I have
off
not
his
heard him
brush.
say those words. That is great.
I've never heard that before.
He's
Why
cleaning
not?
his
Not?
brush, and he's like, oh, he's gotta beat the devil out of it, and like smacks it around.
Anybody with that great of a fro though.
He's like, oh, you see this guy? He's just great.
I used to watch Teletubbies though because of that reason, and I was like, I'm gonna find something that I can watch and constantly laugh at. Started watching Teletubbies, and that shit was hilarious.
The baby, the sun baby.
That's the
my God,
creepiest
they'll just be
part.
like, and they'll just stop. They'll just like look up at it, and he's just like, or sometimes he'll just be like,
It makes me think of
and
the
just have an
part-
awkward
just
face,
smiling.
and then he'll just be like, he won't even smile. Like he'll just be like you can tell he's like a sad baby that day. But then they just go about it like, oh, and then they walk away, and I'm like, this show is fucking weird.
Taylor used to like this show called The Boobas, and they were like Teletubbies, but it's just for little kids. Like it's just sounds.
I remember you showed me that the day of
Yeah,
the. That's
and
not
they
frosting.
fly. All
Yeah.
they do is just go boo, bah, and dance around. And when they fly, they fart. So it's like
Yeah, it was way Ren and Stimpier version of Teletubbies.
it really is.
What's
yeah.
it called?
The Boobas.
And they just say booba.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That sounds weird.
There were a lot of weird
So
TVs.
she
Some
loved
people
that
don't
show.
How
try.
old was she though? Like a baby, or like 2 or 3? Yeah.
Dora's fucking weird though. Dora's definitely the
She's
best
such a little
weird though.
slut too. She's
Wow.
got her buttons showing. She's a gutter slut. Why all that midriff? Dora?
I wasn't saying all that about Dora, but Jesus, maybe you're right. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't get older because she's already old as fuck. She's just a short little Spanish woman, just walking around on acid, talking to a fucking backpack. She's got that one kid Diego she used to know. Doesn't even exist anymore. Oh, that'd be great.
They
The
made him
real
disappear?
story. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. No, but no, the Bob Ross thing. I remember when I was thinking of Bob Ross.
I know why, because Corey got Candace a Bob Ross Funko Pop.
No, that's not even why. I think about Bob Ross on the regular. Okay.
Oh, wait.
I was just thinking
On the
about
Reggiano
like,
hash browns.
because I'm just gonna segue right to that. So I said that everything's better with a lisp because everything is better with a lisp. And I said the word methacane with a lisp, or with a lisp, and we had that whole ride to like New Orleans just taking care
Sorry, are
of.
you saying that you're gonna smoke meth again?
Methacane. the man was Mexican. Methacane. Like
He's a
meth thing is-
Mexican that liked to smoke meth?
And then the Reggiano thing was way better because it was like, so who did it? And it's like, Reggiano. So, Reggie, you know, guy named Reggiano, or you know it was Reggie. Reggiano, and just that's it. You just could like the guy only knows one word. I think that's gonna be a thing. Yeah, that was great. We had some laughs at brunch. It was a good time. Okay, I had a bloody
We
Mary
were annoying
with
the other
ice.
tables.
Oh, I don't
You're
care.
annoyed?
Other tables can kiss my what?
We got a really good presentation dish from one of the staff there, though.
That's what makes sense. Yeah, it looked like a dick.
Cack and balls.
Definitely looked
Cack
like a
and
dick.
balls.
Cinnamon rolled balls
Yep.
with
Bacon
bacon
shaft.
shaft,
Bacon shaft.
and then an eggs Benedict head.
I didn't even think about it as dick.
Yeah,
I
was
didn't even
like,
think about
"Whoa,
it as
eggs
dick.
Benedict.
When I came
Right
up
up
with
here.
the idea, I instantly was like, I saw an Eggs Benedict in the window, and I was like, you know what? I gotta do this. Like, I originally stole somebody else's Eggs Benedict and did everything, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't take away from the custos, I'll bring my own in. I had to come back to it.
That's so great. It was great. And then, because then I was telling you that Cinnamon Rolls was probably fucking pissed about Princess Leia. Because every time you look
Yeah.
at Cinnamon Rolls, like
She
Cinnabons,
was their
you
spokesperson,
just
I
think
think.
of fucking Princess Leia. Like, I guarantee the guy who made
That's
Cinnamon
not
Rolls,
true.
he never had the intent of Star Wars coming out and doing the buns. Like, because before that, tell me one time where a chick was just like, Cinnabon.
Probably
head.
in Europe. Yeah, that's all.
Probably in
that's how
Europe,
easy
like
it
we
is.
cared at that time in 1977. But yeah, when that dropped, the guy who made Cinnamon Rolls was like, wow. Fucking
come out?
wow. Now people are going to look
I've
at
been
my
wanting to
fucking
look
shit.
that up when it came
Because
out.
do you want to think about hair when you
Because
eat
it's
anything?
obsession.
Do you want
What?
to think about hair when you eat anything?
Why would I?
I'll rest my case. That's how undesirable it is. But every time I
Wait,
see a
so you don't
Cinnabon,
like
I'm like,
cinnamon rolls?
oh, I love them.
He's saying
He was
If they
blown
didn't
away when
taste
they were
like they
caramel.
tasted-
purposely made it look like her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Because the guy who invented the cinnamon roll
I'm saying he's
also
pissed.
loved.
I'm saying he's
Oh.
probably pissed because it took away his fucking fire. Like, nobody cares about that guy now.
I think it'd create a stronger fervor for cinnamon rolls.
For people
Hopefully.
who love, because
Yeah.
people love Princess
Hopefully.
Leia. Yeah, it was good
For his
them.
business
Ad-free
sake.
A ravenous
advertising.
appetite, if you will.
A ravenous appetite. I don't think anybody says ravenous. That's one of those words that doesn't get said in real life.
I bet you that was in his notes.
Yeah, he's like, say ravenous.
sound extremely smart.
Girls love men that say ravenous.
fervor.
Oh, fervor, ravenous. Oh, tell me more,
Furry?
sweet Teej. Oh, that's great. Ravenous. My buddy said Paramount one time, and I was like, what the fuck? Like the movie company? He was like, that jam was Paramount. And I was like, is that even a good thing?
No,
Like,
that's- no.
I was like, well, we need to.
It's like, I think of paramount concern.
No,
I've heard that in a sentence before.
Yeah, no, I've never heard Paramount
Yeah.
said. Paramount, as soon as he said
Like
it, the
grand
theme song
importance.
popped up, and I
Yeah.
thought about my favorite Paramount movie, which I can't think of right now, because
What?
that happened.
Who's the Paramount, doesn't it?
What?
Paramount, weren't they the
Three?
Are they the
unicorn?
mountains in the background?
unicorn?
No, it's
Who's
float.
the horse coming on in with the wings? You guys remember the
Are you
horse
doing
with the
the
wings?
click video?
The never-ending story?
No, like
No, the intro to like a film.
Paramount.
Like a film
Is that the
company.
mountain in the background?
Paramount is the mountain.
Yeah, but I feel like they did the horse too later on.
The what?
I gotta see
The
now.
Pegasus?
Oh, that's
TriStar?
Columbia.
The
That's
Pegasus?
Columbia. TriStar.
I'm
Yeah, you're
Googling
right.
it.
No, Columbia and
TriStar?
TriStar. Angel and the fucking winged horse.
Now I might just set it as my
Thank you.
background.
Cheese.
That must not have been in his notes. He didn't research the Pegasus.
Yeah, thanks.
If Pegasus was a Funko, you know all about Pegasus.
Yeah, I wonder if there
Hey,
is. I mean,
Pegasus.
if it was, it would be to
Oh,
Hercules.
You don't it.
Yeah.
You fucking don't.
I think a really cool Ursula. An Ursula from
Funko?
The Little Mermaid, a Funko Pop, yeah, and she was all sparkly. I kind of wanted it.
They have some like glow in the dark versions of certain
Too
ones.
goddamn
There's an
many.
Ahsoka. Never mind.
See, this is so bad. I'll never do it. I already have to buy comic books. And
quarter minute.
it was TriStar. It was definitely TriStar. God, that horse was so epic for no reason.
Did you find it?
Oh hell yeah,
Dude,
I put in TriStar
Paramount
and it was like
is the
Share
mountains.
it with the family.
Like
Oh, I'm sorry, the
Tommy
TriStar?
Boy.
Wants to see.
Tommy Boy
TriStar.
was made by, and everyone
TriStar?
here has seen that movie, right?
Everyone's
Right?
seen
Right?
Tommy Boy. If you've
Not
never seen,
Shelby.
what happened in your life? What didn't you do in life?
I think she has a copy of it.
Boom.
I didn't understand him jerking off until recently.
What?
Like when
Oh, that reference?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. No, that's why that movie has become better and better as I get old. Because he was just funny the way that he talked and delivered his lines, both of them.
Which, I mean, he'll never be
I
better
got
than
the jokes as I got older.
Beverly Hills Ninja.
Whack it?
I feel like
Buddy, whack it?
I feel like Beverly Hills Ninja was where we were at
Is it
though as
stinky or
kids.
is it alfalfa? Thinner.
It's not better than Little Rascals.
Huh?
It's not better than Little Rascals.
Yeah, it is.
Tommy Boy, no, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
Stands the test of time, and it'll always be like one of the
I
greatest.
got dollar pickles today. I got
Dollar-
dollar. Hey, hey, hey.
There's so many epic battles. Mel Brooks is in that movie. Like, let's just address that.
Yeah.
Mel Brooks is in goddamn
Wow.
Little Rascals.
Did he like
Everybody,
produce it?
Reba, Whoopi.
When she was relevant, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Now
Both of
people are
them.
like,
There
who?
it is.
Reba
Whoopi.
is that the lady who used to star on the show with
The
Cav
women
from
host.
Shameless? That's the show Reba.
You guys
Yeah.
know that John Smith, that Mel Gibson voiced John Smith.
Yeah.
Honest, we were talking about this.
You
I had
didn't
no
know that?
idea.
I know, I knew.
I don't think he sings, but Mel Gibson's the fucking John Smith.
I didn't know that at all.
So even in a cartoon voice, he's persecuting
But
another
who
race.
is Pocahontas? Like, who is she
In
again?
the actual Pocahontas movie?
What happened?
Yeah, it was Mel Gibson who did the voice. I swear.
You know, John Smith doesn't get enough credit because he kind of is one of the most attractive princes. Don't you
But
think?
that's the thing. He wasn't a prince. Technically, he was just like a rapist
yeah,
American.
But that's true.
Like,
Right.
In a reality
Disney-fied.
sense, he was
Yeah.
the most horrific
That's
villain
why I
of
said
all.
Find
still a character
figurines or
persecuting
dolls
another
of him.
race.
That's why.
They're like, don't.
They're like, shit,
Don't
Columbus.
reward
You
him.
guys remember when Columbus did that
True.
stuff? He probably would have done the same.
I mean, he's
He's
better
fine.
later on. He like takes her to England.
You don't want to know what happens there.
In the direct-to-video sequel,
I think I saw that video.
I did too.
I was thinking about
The only good one's Lion King too.
You know what I was thinking about?
What?
Silly,
Childish
silly
Gambino's being
porno
similar?
names. No.
What?
No. Silly
What's
porn-
yours? Floyd Jones is already good.
No. Not like
The
my starring.
second?
Not like my starring name. Just like titles I've seen that I haven't even like seen. Like I saw a title once called "Ouch," just with an exclamation point.
I saw ATM ass thrusting machine.
Like why? Like Edward Penis Hands.
I saw
Which I did start because
Oh,
you have
God.
to. The best part is I was like, okay, if he's got 10 dongs, he's got
Is it-
literal, like in the movie, he's got 10 blades. They give this guy one dildo per hand. Silliest shit I've ever seen in my life. He just sits there and he just shakes a lot, and they're just like, these two
That's it?
dildos are his hands, and
He doesn't have 10 dicks.
that's what I was
That's
like,
so
dude,
dumb.
that's 8 times less the dicks.
I wouldn't
than
watch that
I
then.
would make this an acceptable film.
Fuck that movie.
Yeah.
That's where I draw the line.
Only 2 dildos? I need 10.
I had to bring that up because it pissed me off / entertained. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's hilarious. Like they were so cheap. They were like, look, guys, are we gonna like the boardroom for that movie? They're like, okay, Edward Penis Hands.
There's a
meeting
boardroom for
number
porno.
1. They're like,
The writer's room.
are we gonna do 10 dicks? Are we gonna do 2?
The money.
Honestly, we
the
can
money.
only afford to.
Yeah,
we can only
exactly.
afford to. We already went all in on making him look like him. The dicks is where we're gonna have to cut out the budget.
Did they look cool?
They
No.
look cool.
They should have
Realistic?
just looked like scissors at that point.
Ow.
Yeah, no.
like 4 that were like scissors.
Yeah, exactly, but they're like little dick scissors. I don't know.
That would've been
I
fun.
did not think that. That's really clever.
4 would've-
I wish
I would've been
the
okay
audience
with
could
4.
see her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The skizzers.
Yeah, it was weird though. That's just, I don't know.
Xerxes, yeah.
Xerxes. God, I can't. You called every bit of that. I cannot believe
What?
how much of that you called.
What?
Game of Thrones spoiler, because I have to say that for people who just have been asleep for the last
Game of Thrones
20
spoiler.
years of their
Game of
fucking
Thrones
life.
spoiler. What I
So,
ruin?
When you were, no, you just called them and you're like, yeah, they're probably gonna have to bring back that dragon. Probably gonna have it spitting blue fire. I was like, dude, who even thinks of this shit? And then sure enough,
Oh,
like,
because
the
we
next
watched that
episode-
together. That was the first time I ever illegally watched Game of Thrones, and it was worth it.
And I was like, yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for these things.
You didn't
Yeah.
know? You didn't read about it? You just
Oh, I knew.
He can't
We
read about
talked-
it. That's
I
about,
think
well,
I-
no, you can read articles. I
It
thought you
was
meant in the
legal.
book.
Well, there used to be.
And 'cause
like,
the thing was,
talk
I-
of an ice dragon anyway, so really.
In the wall.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, there's an
That
in
was
the book.
wild.
There's an ice dragon in the wall supposedly, and I think
What?
that in the book it's gonna be
Like it got trapped?
Okay, I think, and other people that have read the books think that that White Walker dragon totally is something that the writers came up with, and they did. I think they've said that. They ran out of script after they got to that hill. All those badass characters. but winged the rest of the script because they like ran out of time. Like,
were like,
well,
"Now
let's
that
just
we're
put a
here."
White Walker Dragon in there because everyone's gonna like that.
She gets there in like 3 seconds.
Oh my
Because they're
God.
like,
Fast travel, just like in
They
Skyrim.
got, like-
I'm upset about 2 years. We're gonna have to wait. Is that official?
Read the books.
So,
Read the books and then feel the fucking weight that I've had to have since season 1 of finding out that John died.
Shut up. You haven't written your book, so like you're George R. R. Martin in like a totally different realm, asshole. How do you know? How do you know? I'm not sitting here like, oh, you haven't even given me book 1. Where's book 1?
how long have you been waiting for?
I don't know. I don't know.
When I first tell you about it?
I've read the backbones.
Yeah, I showed you the appendices.
Yeah. You showed me the glossary. You know?
The maps.
I was like, oh snap, son,
How
this
long
shit
ago?
cray.
You started writing it.
That was
I
probably
showed him the first
That was
piece of
probably a
paper
year
when
or
I was
two.
13 or 14.
Not that long ago.
Yeah.
No, I would have
Yep.
got tired and protested. And I'd have been like, I haven't gotten the first book, and I've known you since
Conversation
you were
would be going a lot
14, buddy.
differently.
It'd be a lot more aggressive. But now you told me like 2 years ago about it. And then I got to read like a chapter or two. I was pretty stoned, so I don't read a lot. Like the only book I've really loved
I
reading
read
in
to
the
him
past
the other
like
night.
2 years is by the guy who made True Detective, Galveston.
Yeah, you did read that. Yeah.
And you still haven't even read it. It's literally like something you could read taking a long shit.
Do you have
Like if you
it?
took one of those spacious shits you were talking
real
about.
one.
Yes.
I have it like.
The 2-hour poops when you go
Oh,
inside.
yes.
When it's daytime and you come out at
You
night.
can read that old book and be like, oh
Flopless
my
poops.
god. Dude, it was
Only
great.
Do not push.
Flop
Let
is
it
no
flow.
pushing. No pushing. P-bone. It's like the P-boners of shits. It's like. You gotta follow the rules.
People are
And,
the best.
I'm just saying. It's a fact. Every dude has been there. Like, oh man, it's like if I go to the bathroom right now, I might not have this sex, but if I don't go to the bathroom, this sex is possibly gonna mean nothing. Oh, this 20 minutes is just hypocrisy. And then that happens, and then P-boners are born. And then you're like, oh, I can't believe that happened. Ooh, I'm gonna go piss now. And then you stand there for like 10 minutes waiting for your body to like redirect all the traffic. You're just like,
He told me the other day, he's like, then after she comes and I finally get to take my pee, I'm just done. Like, I don't even need to finish. She's probably upset. I'm just ready to go back to bed at this point. The event is over.
it happens. Usually she's the happy crowd. She's like, oh, I didn't have to pee at all in that whole thing. And then you're just like, oh, I got to get things done now. It's like you're literally on the clock. And you're like, okay, when this is over, I can piss. Because nobody's like, hey.
When this is over, man.
Because sometimes look, life gets real, okay? That's when you know you're an adult, when you're like, I've only got so much time for sex. I can't just knock off the old calendar for 2 days. Like, nope, you're like, nope, I'm old now.
2 whole days.
2 whole days.
No, 2 half days.
Days.
2 half days.
2.5.
Half days.
2 half days.
Okay.
A lot of sleep. No, it's great.
I get a lot of sleep.
Somebody was talking to me about that. They were like, you have to sleep less. Like, not to me, but like they were talking about one.
How much do you sleep?
Like
I
in
don't sleep a
general.
lot, actually. Yeah, they were like, you got to get out there and like live life. And then my neighbor was like tipping his hat to me.
Not to be really sad, but like there's a quote that I always
It's
was
gonna be
inspired
really
by.
sad, but
It's
yeah.
from Tom Petty, and he like talked about living your fucking life to the fullest.
R.I.P.
Like
pet
instead
dog.
of like doing that homework, hang out with your friends. A memory that like it was cool. I'm not gonna butcher
At
it.
a time
but
like this, where kids are as dumb as they are,
Yeah.
I would never tell them to stop doing their homework. They are retarded as shit. Kids nowadays, it's like, it's horrifying. It's bad. I mean, World Star is like what E-Bombs World was to us. That's like what
what the
World
fuck
Star
is
to-
that?
What's World Star?
World Star is just
What's-
like it's like every fight.
I feel
video.
really old
It's
right
like
now.
every fight video / freestyle / new rap video that ever happened.
What's it called
Like
again?
one time, I had
What's
the
that
misfortune.
called?
World Star, dude. Charles Gambino has the song World Star, World Star. So anyway, I'm working at the airport, and these guys are watching this video, and it is these 2 women getting into this fight in the middle of like a small little bumfuck little like road. It had like dotted like dash lines on it. But this one lady gets punched in the face. She falls on the ground, and like her prosthetic leg just falls off. And then she's just swinging around her nub. And she's
using it as
still
a
ready
weapon?
to fight, though. No,
Where
she's
was
swinging
this?
around her actual leg.
Oh.
Part of her leg is just over there. I don't know where it
She's
was.
jumping
It
on
seemed.
one foot and
No, you make her seem way better than she was.
Wait, what did you say, Nikki?
She took the hit. She lost the leg. She sat on the ground and did this a lot.
Like a beetle on its back.
She's hopping around on one foot. She loses the leg not the first time, bitch. Just balanced
I
out.
thought she got up and was using the leg as a weapon, like,
No.
popped it off, like, come
No.
at me.
That would have been way better.
Like scrappy
No.
about it?
Yeah.
No, that's not what happened. She was propped. She was definitely down there and she wasn't coming up anytime soon.
I watched a fight video recently where this poor girl was at a park with her baby. Like
Yikes.
a couple months old, like maybe like 6-7 months old, and she's just holding him in the swing, swinging with him. And this girl's like in her face, yelling at her. And then she's like just trying to get up and leave the park. And this girl starts hitting her. And the one guy's like with the girl that's hitting her. And he's like, not while she has the baby in her hands. Like, stop, not while she has the baby. And
Jesus. That's
she's like, stop. And they just keep following her. And like, she pushes her a little bit. And she goes to go in her house and like smacks the shit out of her right across the face.
I would have
like,
put
right
the
in back
baby
of the
down
head.
and to just see if
You
she was a
can't-
real mom. She would have put the baby down. She would have beat the shit out of her.
Yes.
The guy would have been like, I can't hit women. And then she would have just won. That's like, really, he should have punched her. Once a woman punches a woman holding a baby, he should have been like, power off. And then he should have just hit her like Ray Reister.
Power off.
You just have to like, if a woman isn't going to run up and be like, I'm a woman that hits women. You just have to.
The only time this is okay.
Yeah, exactly. This is a terrible act, but you're doing worse. It's like worse on worse. It's like, what's worse, a guy hitting a woman or a guy hitting a woman who's hitting a woman with a baby?
Yeah, you get to be the
It's
good.
like, you're like,
Yeah.
everybody just gets up, starts slow clapping. It's like, no, how about this? This never happened.
2017.
This never happened. I don't know her. It's the Catch Me Outside girl the whole time. They're like, honestly, we gave him a key to the
Hopefully.
city.
Hopefully.
We gave him a key to
Yeah,
the city.
I
He's
would
an
hope so.
honorary citizen. They call him Sir in London now. I always love looking up a celebrity in London and they've just like said,
Knighted.
Duked. I'm like, what?
Paul McCartney is a
Who just
knight.
becomes it? Like, that's so dumb.
For being a really good
he's
bard.
the total opposite of a knight.
That's just, he's a bard. And he got knighted for it.
It's just so bad. They're just giving away knightships over there. Like,
Yeah, of course they are. Elton John.
I got a hat in there that says Kiss Santa. I was going to make it for a funny sex kid. It's the other Santa hat.
I have a headband that's a mistletoe. I was gonna wear it out to the bar, and then I realized like this might not go well for me.
Yeah, no.
What?
Yeah,
I should
no.
take this off, man.
So terrible. You gotta. Drums.
Knee support.
Gotta do it. Can't fuck
You
around.
need that
Drums?
support.
I haven't even worn them yet, though, because my knees feel great now that I don't stand up all day as a machinist. I'm like, God damn it.
Machinist.
Make up your mind, Floyd's body. Do you want to be old or not?
Nah.
Nat.
Nat. Do you want to be old or not?
A myth again.
Oh,
the list.
Methacan. Do you want to be old or not?
can't
Like, it's so
force-
tough.
You can't.
There's not enough lispy words.
Yeah.
Well, that's
You can't
Oh,
force
man,
that.
I hate it. It's like Sean Connery. Like, I love how he sounds like he's on a walkie-talkie. Like, he's always like, oh, it's crazy how every time. Like, I love just doing it. Like, if I ever imitate Sean Connery, I just throw in as many walkie-talkie noises as possible. I like, oh, that's for Sean. That was his time. And just throw those in. Because that's
It's like almost
all
like
he's
the
on.
wish.
It's like,
With-
I made a wish one time upon a star. It was Christmas. And those are like natural Sean Connery walkie-talkie noises. That was me not exaggerating.
That is true.
He's just like,
Never had that tape
listen,
before, but from now
Nicky
on,
Hood, it's crazy how much I have to make a walkie-talkie noise. Like, that's his life. Him on a
and out.
walkie-talkie is not smooth. Like, if he was ever a real Asian, they'd be like, okay, sound out. And he'd be like, which, are you still in now?
Is that you hitting the...
And they just turn their walkie-talkie.
Like, no, it's
Like, oh.
Jack Black. He's like, shh. You don't have to make the shh noise. It
That's
already
him.
does that.
He accidentally does it. Can you imagine being a spy with Sean Connery?
He is a spy.
Yeah, that's why he's one spy, though, because they were like, I can't be his partner.
work
His,
with
his
you.
Add that to
walkie-talkie's
the
broken.
walkie-talkies because of him.
It's probably, I think there's a Sean
makes-
Connery setting. It's just less shing. You just have the beep. That's why the beep happens now. After Sean Connery was
Over
born,
and
they were
out.
like, we're gonna use it for Connery. For Connery's sake, we're just gonna throw a beep on there. It's like, okay, it's better. I'll see you inside the facility. Boop. And then they're like, okay, cool. Fucking Sean Connery and his walkie-talkie voice. There can only be one Highlander. Wait, what was that for?
I forgot
It was
he
just
was
a
in
breath
that.
of fresh air. Yeah, he gets decapitated.
Really?
And what?
I'm sorry, it's just
The
entertaining.
Highlander.
And the Highlander, just Sean Connery with a terrible ponytail, just gets decapitated in an epic battle.
Cool.
I just walked into my buddy's garage and he was watching. I was like, what the fuck?
Do that face again.
Like, I don't even know what face happened. I was just, that's how I felt when I saw
Forever
it.
unclean.
Because he's just like on a mountaintop and it's like bad 90s graphics and then it's just like thunder and then he gets his head chopped off and you just see it like
Roll.
while they're
The shadow
fighting
of
on a
it?
cliff. No, it like flies up and then it's gone and there's like, and I think the Highlander's like, oh no, now there's really only one. I don't understand that movie. I've never seen it, but
Grant's told me they're all really good.
I've never
Just
seen
I feel like
Highlander. I saw
I'm
Sean
trying to think of
Connery.
other decapitations that I've witnessed, and none of them like tickle me. Like,
Oh no, that was
Yeah.
hilarious. Him with the ponytail was already dumb as fuck. He looks like old Steven Seagal, and he's got walkie-talkie voice. So he looks like old Steven Seagal. He's got walkie-talkie voice. He's in the Highlander, which is already hilarious as fuck. And which I don't understand that movie one bit. The guy's just like, I'm back to defend stuff. Some
I've never
shit's
seen
gonna
it.
go down, just like every movie ever. You guys don't understand.
I think
this.
there's like a sword with the power. That might be He-Man though.
If a real like hero came to tell us that stuff was like going down, it'd be just like in the movies. We'd be like, "Look, you're crazy. You think
In
you're
fact,
a
we're
hero,
gonna
but
kill
you're
you
really
or
you're
imprison
probably just
you."
a crackhead." Yeah, that's what
Crack
happened.
would be the answer in that instance.
That's what happened in Kazaam. Crack wasn't the answer, but
What?
they were like, "You're not
The
a
Shaquille
genie.
O'Neal movie?
Bro, you look like
That's
Shaquille O'Neal."
Sinbad movie?
No, it's Kazam.
Kazam?
Kazam is the real thing.
Shazam is
Everybody just thinks Shazam
DC
is house guest with
superhero
goddamn Phil
character.
Hartman and Sinbad.
Word.
Really.
Yeah, but
When
it's
he's
The
not-
love of Sinbad and the love of
No, it's Shaquille
Kazam
O'Neal.
came together to make Shazam.
Mandela.
That's
That's what really
Shaquille O'Neal.
happened.
Mandela effect. or
He
whatever.
was in a commercial where he was dressed up like Sinbad, like the pirate, like Sinbad, like Aladdin and Sinbad. in
Who
the
was dressed up
49.
as the
Aladdin
pirate
is
Sinbad?
Sinbad was dressed up as Sinbad.
Is
Get
that
the
why he
joke?
named-
Get the joke? The
Yeah.
pirates.
Yeah, I know
And
Sinbad.
He did like a little TV spot on like TBS or something. So there's like pictures of Sinbad in full on like what looks to be genie attire, but it's just him as a fucking pirate. And
So
people
they
are
just-
like, there was Shazam. Some guy probably made a funny
Kazam.
meme. And then people were like, memes are facts.
Kazam.
Memes are facts for sure. Because that's the world we live in. People are like, oh, this guy's Photoshop is so good. And then they just think
Gotta
that
be
shit is real. You know how many people probably think there's pictures of Martha Stewart in like a terribly like sexual situation? Because they're like, no, I Google imaged it. That's it. That's the Shazam thing. And that's
It's
what
not
people-
Shazam.
that's what people think it's called. That's what
It
they
was
call it.
Kazam.
They call
It's
it the
Kazam.
Shazam. How are you trying to tell me this? I'm telling you Kazam was
Oh,
the
it
real
is
one from the
Shazam.
get-go. Kazam is the real one with Shaq.
He was making a
Because
spoof off
I
of
say
it.
that as a joke. Like, if I do something right, I'll be like, Kazam! Because nobody cares about that word. The movie means nothing to us. Nobody's
I wanna
like,
start
I
Kazam
remember
too.
it though.
you know, the kid was like a murderer on Criminal Minds.
I didn't
I was
know.
watching it, I was like, that kid looks familiar from one thing in life. And sure enough, it was the
It's a lot
Kazam
on
kid.
Law and Order for
Yeah.
me, you know?
I was
And I'm
like-
You're like, oh my gosh, and they're always like a rapist or something.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
It's like, ugh. I think SVU's going to get cut down a little bit after the things that have been happening recently. I think SVU's
maybe
now.
not.
What
Or they'll make
happened?
Law and Order Hollywood.
All the rape.
Intent.
What all the
Allegations.
sexual stuff in Hollywood?
Inappropriate
People are touching
touching and
everything.
insertion.
Everybody's
Free
getting
publicity
touched.
for them. I feel like
I don't think that's what they're taking it as. I don't think that's the positive spin they're throwing on it. That any publicity's not bad publicity thing got thrown out the window real fast. Oh, that's great. Free publicity.
not when we're talking about rape.
No, that's total opposite. That's actually, there's an asterisk, and if you look at the bottom, it's like, except rape. It's like, if you touch somebody or say something or jerk off in a room, and those are the things
Did
you
you know
can't
that
do.
my
Kazam.
English teacher in high school
Kazam.
told me?
These are the Kazam laws.
The Kazam.
Kazam laws, men. We need to start following the Kazam laws. Don't.
What are they?
Just don't be a fucking weirdo. Don't do all those creepy
Kazam
things.
sounds weird though.
That's why it's the Kazam
Got it.
laws.
'Cause
Don't be a
it's like,
Kazam.
don't be a Kazam.
Yeah,
Okay.
fucking. Oh, you think you're working your magic, but
Kazam.
really you're Shaquille O'Neal as a genie. Okay.
You're working your magic.
That's what's happening. The Kazam law. If you took up the numbers
Well,
of women
duh.
that would be like, I rape, and dudes that are like, I rape, like, it'd be a creepy statistic, and they're like, we're only talking about having sex with dudes, and they're still like, I rape. Like, ugh. That's what prison is, essentially. That's like, it's the
Yeah,
ultimate fear of
or
prison.
Andy.
What? It's some people.
Shawshank.
Look, he got it hard. Shawshank was that movie's just like, hey, fuck your life, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, you went to
Gross
prison for some
as
shit you
Fuck
didn't
your life
do.
and then dig through shit.
It's Making a Murderer season 1. Honestly.
I couldn't do it. Crawl through that much shit.
For
No, you
freedom?
would.
For freedom?
I don't know.
Guess who crawled through his shit? Those prisoners.
You would. You got a kid. You crawl through that shit.
You get it?
I don't know.
Oh, it's
Ended
terrible.
up in it.
Yeah, that's
What are they
terrible.
called? Like the sister? They're called the sisters or something too.
What?
Yeah.
The Silent Sisters.
And what?
A rape group. In
Shawshank.
Redemption.
Oh.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Stephen King.
Didn't see that till I was
Stephen
like
King's
19.
just got it
Not a
all,
movie,
dude.
it
No,
was
no,
when I was a
my
boy.
neighbor across the street told me to watch a movie. It's called
Home and
it's
where
called
you
like
make it.
Gregory's Game or something. And no, wait, what's it called? And it's about a guy who goes in the woods. He like bones this chick, and he like cuffs her up, and then he dies. He has like a heart attack. So she's like laying in
Stuck,
this room.
cuffed, and
She's
he's
stuck,
dead.
cuffed. He's all
What
dead.
movie is that
She's
called?
naked. I'm looking it up right
Gregory's
Did you see the
Chambers?
movie Don't Breathe?
now. No, that should look gnarly.
Did it
About
just
the,
come
like,
out?
blind dude.
It was like, yeah, old Daredevil. Daredevil, he's a super old man. Can't see anything, but he like is murdering people.
See.
These people break into his house to steal this money from him.
And he's
because he
pushed
had
over
so
the
much- And
edge.
then he like,
Never turns back.
yeah,
Never.
takes them.
Gerald's Game.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Dance the night away. Sorry, I'm sorry, Vicky.
That's great.
He
Gerald's
like
Game.
changed this girl up, like kidnaps the girl and is impregnating her until she has his baby.
Ah, well, no, I saw that movie. What is it, Wolf Creek or whatever? That movie was, it was so
Mine's
grotesque.
Don't Breathe, but
No, I'm saying this one will just drive you crazy because it's like one of those movies where everybody lost. Like, it's just like a dude and two chicks, and it's based on a true story, I guess.
Man,
And
like,
everybody's
they
there.
just keep-
They're constantly like, oh, I'm out, but I gotta go save Brenda. And then they go back, and then it's like game over. Now you and Brenda
Now
are
you're
dead.
just dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
he's
that
not-
happened in real life, I'm going for help. We'll have a better chance of surviving
One
if
dude-
I find somebody else.
One
of
dude
us.
got out of there. One dude was able to get out of there, and then they tried to pin all the murders on him. Like, that's the beauty of being a dude in anywhere in the world. They're like, look, even if you guys were all friends, these two girls are very missing. And you're not. We get it. You kind of look like somebody attempted to crucify you, but it's gonna be you. I mean, because I guarantee there's at least a million people who think he totally like killed those chicks. I mean, the movie's gross though. They make it like a creepy southern dude. Like, oh yeah, this is a nice sexy campfire.
Oh, so and it
Come
was
on,
him.
I'll take you back to my place and then I'll fix your car. You guys just sleep right here. Like those, that weird.
Is it a good movie?
I would not watch it again. It was a good movie, but it was just like certain scenes were very graphic and the
Like you
the
were
noises.
when it was over?
Like, yeah, I was like, ah.
What was
man,
that
if
Criterion
If that
movie?
was my spine, I'd be
I
kind of
was
grossed
gonna
out.
say-
The green.
It's one of those movies where
What?
you.
Green Room?
I
Have
kind
you
of had
told
to
me
like
about
grab
this
parts of
already?
myself and make sure I wasn't being
good.
stabbed and be like, ah, yeah, okay.
What happens in it?
I suppose.
Or just kills people. Is that one with the tire like that?
I don't. Yeah, they're. Yeah, you've seen that? Oh, it's Rubber. Oh my God, that movie's awful. It just blows people up. Like it'll just roll up on people and it'll start shaking, and then they'll just explode. Like it just pulls up to a bird, and the bird's just like, oh. And you can tell it's like they can tell they're both living things, and it's just like, and there's 30 seconds of it shaking, and then that thing explodes. I definitely watched that one morning. I've watched it all. I've got too much time on my
Yeah,
hands.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Just like
See a
sticks.
blackbird, just like.
Oh, the movie. I think a guy's head explodes. It's like Scanners, but
Yeah.
terrible. It's like it was.
Tremors.
I've seen some bad movies though. I've seen some bad.
What was that Criterion Film Collection one that's really dark and sad and scary? With the priests and stuff.
I'm not sure which one you're talking. Oh, you're talking about the Salo where people poop?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, Tim and Eric.
That movie's. Oh, yeah, it's
What was it called? Shrimp?
Shrimp.
Yeah.
That
It's so
movie's
fucking awful.
this movie's actually worse than that.
It is.
Oh yeah, no.
4 o'clock.
Well, yeah, what time is it right now?
It's 2:30.
Oh.
Not freaky bad. I don't know. I keep looking over to make sure it's recording because the other day it stopped recording when we were jamming. I was like, bitch! And then I listened to it and it was like the last jam we did and I was like, I don't care. I was like, I remember this part. Okay.
Because it's the most recent that you played.
Yeah, we've been
'Cause it was
like
the last
jamming
song.
to just a click. Like, tick, 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 tick. So my roommate could just be like, I don't know what's happening. But I'm just like keeping like a steady pace and then it's pretty sassy. Yeah.
Sassy.
Sassy. It is very sassy. Oh yeah, we were talking about sass and just finesse. About the guys not being creepos. We were talking about the guys that just don't, the easing up on pickup lines.
Yeah.
We were talking about John Hamm status, Mad Men.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want because you're John Hamm and it's like subtle until
Yeah.
it's not and he just
Until it
sleeps with the next secretary.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah.
You can't. You got to ease into that.
Gotta level up like in Skyrim.
You got to be like, oh,
in your charm
nice shirt.
to get it.
Even though it's an ugly shirt. Those
Yeah,
pants.
so you start out as brick.
Those pants are cool.
Right.
You got to be so awkward in the beginning and then just get smoother every time you talk.
tight.
Until you're like, hey, you look marvelous on this Tuesday evening. Here's your coffee. And then, I don't know why you turn into Keanu Reeves to do that.
I don't know.
But that's the max level.
Because you
of it.
work at a Starbucks or?
Of course.
I'm a
yeah.
barista.
You're Josh Groban and fucking coffee.
Yeah.
time.
Offering my mixtape out.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's so good. That's the next level. Once we get our game going, this is spam calls. I get a lot of spam calls now.
You're so popular.
They're just 5. That doesn't make sense. Why would I be popular because of spam calls? That is the total
Do you want
opposite
to
of
get
it.
your retirement fund set up? Or no, wait, no. They think I'm old.
They're
like I'm
just
70.
pitching some weird things. They're like, hey,
might
you
think
know
I'm my
how you got
dad.
that college debt? I'm like, I never went to school.
Senior,
They did
junior.
that to me too.
I
Like,
don't know what you're
my
talking
credit
about.
card, I could get a lower.
They're just throwing shit. I'm like,
all my cards, like all the time. They call me. I get someone calls me like
my
once a
number.
week.
they're like, look.
Where you, how do you know about my card? They. Yeah.
They're fucking weird. They're like, as a middle-aged European man, would you like to? I'm like, I don't know where you guys get your statistics from, but I'm just wrong number. Listen, Wilson. No, it's just. You just have to hang up on everything. You just have to, especially the real people now. There's real people that'll call
Yeah.
you. Some girl's like, look, I can get your social security number and I'll get your school debt knocked out. And I'm like,
Yeah,
Don't-
someone did that to me
don't-
too,
don't
and they
do
had
that.
like my phone number, my address. They knew the first numbers, like the end of my card, the last 4.
Wait, do you work today?
no, that's great.
Can you just give me one of those when you're like, hey, I'll see you, and it's going to be really quick, but the words that you use, like 2 shakes of a Persian cat's whiskers.
Oh, like, oh, my outrageous, like, southerner shit. Like, God damn it, TJ. That reminds me of the last eyebrow hair on a pig's caboose. like shit like that. I love saying that shit. Because really the key is just how many words can you say that aren't offensive. Like just to your own brain to hear. Like, God damn it. If I ever had a nickel on the back flip, tip-and-tap.
Probably have your phone number.
What the fuck? It's like I'm ready to be a southern grandpa. Like if I ever moved to Alabama and just have
We
too many
just sit on
kids.
the porch out together
I'd
on
be
rocking
like,
chairs,
"God
playing
damn it.
checkers.
You kids about bad as 2 soccer balls and no air on the side of them.
Can we have straw hats?
No sleeves. No
Straw
sleeves.
hats.
I got that straw hat from Bonnaroo. A guy just gave me that one.
I get my shit.
He's
stolen.
like, you know what, man? I like you.
You're gonna take
I like
this.
you.
You're
Take
gonna
this
wear
hat.
it. Like not quite a Wookiee, but
Oh, look.
I know what a Wook is.
No, it was crazy. Like, just the festivals have been gnarly. I think I'm done on that. Front.
You're a liar.
Gnarly.
Right now you are.
No, right forever.
I'm gonna
I
work
am.
and then not be able to work and go for free, kinda,
That was pretty sweet.
and not get denied access
My neighbor
somehow.
was like, that was fucking sweet. He's like, you just went to Colorado. You came over here. You're like, I gotta leave because I'm going to Colorado. Holy shit. That was great. It was just a crazy summer though. It was just nuts as fuck.
Futz is nuck.
Snuck
getting ditched in Colorado. That was like the best thing in the world.
You got ditched?
Yeah, because my buddy was like, hey, man, you want to ride out there with me and these two girls? And I was like, okay, cool. And we're driving there. And I'm like half asleep. And we're driving. And she's like, I don't even want to do this. I already miss my son. And I'm like, God damn it. Oh, do you want me to turn around or like keep driving recklessly? And she was like, just, I miss my son. And then she'd fall asleep. And she'd wake up. Oh, no, we're deeper into this trip somehow. I don't know. I think like 4 or 5. Which I don't blame her, though, for missing her child.
You know,
but you just eject fast. You be the guy punching the girl, punching the baby, or punching the lady with the baby.
Are you sure you didn't say something weird that creeped her out?
No, she just legitimately, was like...
Like what?
She was like, I have to work this weekend. She thought of, like, the day spread. And she's like, I don't want to do this. Like, she ended up staying until, like, Saturday afternoon. Then she's like, I'm out, peace. You guys can roll with, or you can be here. And I was like, there's still a concert we paid for tonight. I was like, I'm clearly going to stay in Colorado.
Who'd you see?
That's really fucked up of her, actually.
Yeah, I wasn't judging her. I was a free ride anyway. I threw on, like, gas the whole way there. I basically paid in gas the whole way there with, like, 60 or 70 bucks. It was kind of, like, fucking nuts. It was nuts.
Knuckin' futz.
It was knuckin' futz to drive across America in someone else's car. Just like...
Yeah, it sure is fun.
I got to drive a stick shift in Colorado past the
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
Mile High. This guy's like, you know how to drive a stick shift? And I was
Fuck
like,
off.
Fuck yeah. In a way sweeter car than mine. I hadn't drove a stick shift in a long time, too. That was the funny part. He was like, oh, you remember? And I was like, it's like riding a bicycle that's got a bunch more rules. But no, but it was just so sweet. Yeah, that shit was wild. No question. I broke a stick last night. I broke my
What's
stick.
that new video you started recording, series or whatever? What's it called?
I can't say the
You
name
can't
of
say it right now?
I can't say the name. I can't reveal the name.
Maybe
I
I thought you already started it.
No, I've still got to release the first episode. I've still got to like edit the video and put the music from the original song with my drums.
Give them a little previews then.
Maybe I should. I don't know. Should I give him a little preves?
A little
I'll give him a little preve.
Preve.
I'm gonna give him a little preves.
My pizza toast is fucking delicious.
Sure it is. They took a slice of bread, and then they opened up a can of tomato sauce, slapped some tomato sauce on it. It's like a video on Facebook, and they used your finger to like rub the sauce on.
It might be a video of me.
They put some cheese on there, and then they cut up hot dog, and then they
Oh,
put
no.
the hot dog on there.
That's fucking disgusting. And then they
put
wrap
in
it
the
up.
toaster oven.
What?
It was like
Huh?
toasted, and then they ate
That's
it.
gross.
That's our way of getting pepperoni.
Anytime.
With
No,
hot
bro.
dogs.
With hot dogs. That's great. You gotta be real Brooklyn about your hot
What,
dogs.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs. It's just
Sometimes
good
hot
hot
dogs are
dogs.
really good.
I like fried bologna sandwiches.
You.
Okay, so this is
Like the
this
hot
is kind of
dogs
what I do.
from, I like IKEA's hot dogs. Snappy ones. I don't think I've ever had a Home Depot hot dog.
Ooh, I get the jalapeno cheddar pot.
What's that song in the background that it is? There's that something of yours.
It's called Sunrise by Akira Ishikawa, called Buffalo Jazz and Rock Band.
It's
called Sunrise. And then I put in real drums over it. Because the drummer plays almost nothing with the whole song.
Ooh. Yes, flute.
Oh, yeah, yes, dude.
What?
I wish I had a pan flute.
Yeah, I
They're my favorite.
did. At first I didn't get why you sent me the link.
was a sneak peek from the new video series called You Call That Bangin'. The world's most immature video on how to play drums over songs that don't really have drums on them. I found out about this song through like a hip hop sample. I was like,
Sounds about right.
every time.
Every time. You were watching Seven Samurai and found a sample in it. Yeah.
Dude, I'm from Detroit, and the Seven Samurai was Kareem Riggins from Detroit, so I have to. Get my real beer now. Get my real beer.
Double fisting.
Double
Around.
fist in the home of the Pistons. Nobody says that. Nobody. I hope nobody ever says that again. See what you did, Bart. See
That would have been good credit music too.
Dude, I'm telling you, we got music if we ever need it. We've got so many different songs and so many different types I can play for outro shit or intro shit. You could totally just pick a song and be like, I want this to be in my theme song.
Your theme song?
Yeah, I could
Nervously?
I could give you your own theme song. You could ask for your own
Nikki's
theme
got a pretty good one actually.
Nikki's always got a good
It's
one.
not hard.
Classic.
Nikki Hood. then she just smiles.
You know she's straight from the streets, though.
Not the hood.
Nikki Hood, but she's not Hood.
Nikki Hood. Nikki Hood.
Yeah, it's like an opening.
She jumps in the air.
Yeah.
That would be great. That could be your future.
Scenes of
Is that-
you
was that-
in your living room and with Barkley. And
Especially.
Oh, and then there's a verse where Barkley barks it.
Oh yeah, that would be great. People would love that. Why isn't Barkley on the show? Honestly, he should have been here. I mean, it's a shame Capone couldn't be here, but like R.I.P. Capone, R.I.P. Capone, the most hardcore name dog ever.
I forgot to tell you.
Oh yeah. So that dog is fucking dead now.
Did I tell you about the Ouija board?
You sang about it.
Yeah, so we were
What?
eating Rockies, and you were like,
Yeah.
and she was like, yeah, Mom, we were just playing with Luigi. And I was like, ah, you shouldn't even be here right now. I'm going to get nothing that could choke me to death today. Thank you. Now I'm so superstitious. I'm a bitch about that.
Superstitious?
Get possessed.
Superstitious. I told you I fell asleep while I had my ex like watch Exorcist for the first time. It put X
Never
in
seen it.
Exorcist. Oh, it's a horrifying movie.
Good.
It's
Glad I
beautifully
haven't seen
horrifying.
it.
And if you like really love God, it's scary as shit.
It is.
Because it's like it uses the whole belief system to just wreck your
Against
brain.
you.
Uh-huh.
It's the creepiest shit you've ever seen. It's like one of those movies where it's like if you've ever had a kid in your life that you cared about, a mom or a person or a priest or a staircase, everything just blows. Dude,
You know what other one was really scary for me? The Exorcism of Emily Rose. I think this.
I never watched that one. It's got Deb from Dexter, so I can't watch it
does.
now.
She's
Deb from
she
Dexter.
Gets possessed.
Right.
It's based off true events.
I don't
Yeah.
fuck around.
Right.
I've heard of some real ass shit that's kind of scary as balls.
Like Blair Witch.
I kind of
That's
don't.
not real.
I don't question shit.
Based off true events.
Based off true events.
Blair Witch, I don't know. Blair Witch.
Blair Witch was
I don't know
not.
about
People
that,
do
though.
drugs and go in the
They
forest.
said it though before
The
Stranger
new
Things.
movie
came
was
out.
gross. The new movie
Stranger
was
Things
scary. as
is
fuck.
based off of
That's
a real
Stranger
town.
Things.
Stranger Things.
That
I've never
actually
seen
happened.
Stranger Things. Is that a good
Strangers,
show?
that's what I was saying.
Oh, but Stranger Things.
Strangers.
That
That's
was
based off
really
true
scary.
events.
Strangers, I'm always fucked up.
That's supposed to happen in Michigan.
Because you were
You know what
home.
else?
What movie was that?
That's one where they
Strangers.
break. Is that when they
Who's
break
in it?
in? Because you were home.
What's her name?
Mhm.
Is it Liv Tyler?
That's exactly. Yeah, they're wearing like the bags over
Oh.
their head.
It's
Did you just
not
tape
very
that together? Did you bring that back together? I was looking at you do that, and I was like, physics
I
don't
found
allow
this tape.
that.
I had the wood. Like I knew what to do.
You had the wood?
She knows what to. I'm gonna stop talking. Look at you over here.
Looking good.
That's hilarious. I mean, it wouldn't be the same. It does have the bounce like it. It never broke though. Touche. Here you go. You can go back to playing with the stick. I'll just say the stick.
Nikki.
Hood. Yeah. Nikki Hood, she's fixing shit now though. And then that's the. We just give you like a construction belt.
Where's
You're
your
like Bob
picture
the Builder.
from last night? It's like
Oh, I've seen
take this picture.
Yeah.
Take a picture of me like this. There's this one point this guy walked past and was like, hey, like, we couldn't hear him, but it sounded like he said, like, can I take a picture with you or of you?
No, he said, can I get a picture? So Shelby and I instantly, of course, like, sure. We turn around. We get together. He's like, of the stage.
We're like, oh. I was laughing.
That's so close.
That's
hard.
awesome.
Oh my god.
I had that fun stuff.
That's crazy
great.
that you guys had to sit for a period of time.
No, whenever I'm at a concert, I always let the shorter chick stand in front of me.
They made us sit down at one point because everything was blocked and everyone was just pushing to the front. So they stopped and
the
they're like,
show.
the fire marshal's gonna shut us down if we don't move.
Yeah, they took like
I
a
got them
10-minute
to
break
so
trying to
many
get people
shows.
to
Chill
out
the
of walk.
fuck out. Yeah.
That's
It's
wild.
like 313, work with me here. Come on.
But then people had to lose that spot that they had been waiting for so many hours. You know, like people had to leave.
Yeah, they're like, you need to push back in the house. Push back. Listen to those yellow
Fucking
shirts.
wooks. Classic. No, it's crazy. You know they're in there. They're in there heavy.
They're in there.
There's so many weird
They're
ones
like,
at
hey
Face
man,
Factor.
I got a big ass bag of ketamine. And you're like, classic wook.
There are guys
Classic wook
stretching
magic.
before.
They're just busting around like Peter Pan with fairy dust.
There are guys.
Somebody in front of us just turned around to Shelby and he's like, there's no space between us in the universe. We're connected.
We
And
are
she's-
one. I'm like, yeah. That one guy was dressed so weird. Like, I couldn't
His
picture-
overalls. He's got
He
striped
had on-
overalls.
Yeah, like,
Striped
the fuck?
jean overalls.
and then like big glasses, like your big raper glasses, with like the string to hold them on.
My
the back
Walter
of his
White
head.
glasses.
Your big
And he had,
raper
like,
glasses.
A big old mustache and chops. Well, that looks like someone's dad. But he was younger. Like,
He could still be someone's dad.
I mean, he could be someone's dad, but he was dressing the part. Like, he was like, just got out of the
Dad mode.
fucking like mind.
Jeans.
Did you
High and tight.
have to play? Sometimes you have to play the game of dad or grandpa, like especially at
I said
concerts.
grandpa,
And then you'll see like a kid, and then you'll see the old man, and you'll be like, dad or grandpa. The Marvel. There was a kid at summer camp like that. There was a guy
If
who
you're
was.
a grandpa, aren't you both?
There was a guy.
Dad and a grandpa. But
How
with
about
the
we
kid
not play
he's
that
with.
game? I'm just talking about the kid.
They like stop mid shimmy.
In the forest, I was upset about some of the ages of people. Like, there was a girl with what I hoped was her
It's the most
dad.
American statement ever. I was upset about some of the ages of the people there.
There was a girl that was probably 12 with a 4-year-old man there.
It happens.
Yeah.
My mom told me not to watch fucking Simpsons, and I believed her. I was like, I won't do it. If The Simpsons is offending you, I ain't gonna do it.
South
She was
Park
like,
for
don't
me.
watch South Park either. And I was like, well, that's cool.
My mom
And then
watched it.
Family Guy came out and was like, hey, you probably missed all this offensive shit. It was great.
And then you're old
Yeah.
enough to appreciate it.
Exactly. I'm like, uh-oh.
Shut up, Mom. I'm watching this.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. Sounds about right.
I didn't like work up to it. It was just like one day it was just like, whoop.
I love when they made this Simpsons movie and they showed Bart Simpson's dick. Like in the first scene, like when he's skateboarding in, and they're like, first they're blocking it like normal, and then there was a part where it just blocked everything except
Yes,
his
yeah, I
dick.
remember that. Been so long.
That was so
Came out like
good.
10 years ago, literally.
That Simpsons flick was dope. Yeah. With Green Day sinking. And then they did the homage to Titanic. It was great. Everything was good.
I don't really remember a whole
I
lot.
know you
There's a
don't, I can
dome,
tell.
right? There's
I
a
remember
dome.
the dick for sure.
I remember the
Definitely a
dick.
dome.
Yeah.
Classic. No, I'm just kidding.
In
Classic
the
cock.
bag.
I remember the dick. That is
I don't
what
think I've ever
was
watched it all the
remembered.
way through.
The movie?
Yeah.
It's all right. It's actually really good.
I
The
love
Rock
it.
and a Hard Place, when he's actually between a rock and a hard place, like.
I mean,
never
that's The
mind.
Simpsons all day. I mean, it's like the best literal humor ever. Best thing I've ever seen on The Simpsons was like the Arnold Schwarzenegger like mayor. He like bought a really dope Hummer and he like gets to his house and he just drives up his fence, just legitimately with his arm just. And I was like, that's the sweetest shit ever. Like Family Guy even will follow that rule for a little bit, you know. I've never seen anybody drive over a fence. But goddamn, it's so great. I love offensive humor though, Nikki. That's why it's great that you were able to be here. Yeah. Yeah, we've said some terrible things, you know. Well, I mostly say terrible things, and you'll laugh at them feeling bad about it. Yeah.
That's how I feel too.
That's how my mom is. My mom hates it. I
What?
made a joke one time, and I was like, Mom, I'm going to clean up my act. I was like, I actually just wrote an abortion joke. And she was like, oh, my God. I was like, but don't worry, I got rid of it. And she was like, wow. And it was
That's
good. I mean, she laughed a lot, though.
He was like, I'm about to head out of here early. Like an abortion.
Oh, my God.
all right then.
Oh,
And
it's
I was
classic.
like, man, we don't know each other that well, but you know your audience.
Yeah. No, you picked luckily very correctly.
Oh, that's great.
Dude, because he's worked there for what, 2 weeks now?
Yeah, it has been.
Oh, yeah, you don't drop the A-bomb. Once you're dropping the A-bomb.
Bro, risky
Mishmish
joke,
Morshman
but
Clinic.
I approve. I think that's what I said.
I thought about Shmish Morshman some things today, but I was like, I'm just not gonna Shmish Morshman anything.
You brought up abortion.
just give it all just a real go
He's
round.
been waiting to say that.
Just
this
a
whole
real
time.
go
I
round.
brought this joke up.
No, this isn't even a joke at
Where's
all.
his notes?
That joke just felt good. No, I didn't make a joke of the Shmish Morshman thing. I hate
John
that.
Hamm.
I didn't want to censor it.
Sounds
I
like
wanted
him.
us to just go for it. Nikki, I felt like you'd be like, and Shelby, I felt like you'd be like, well, motherfucker, you're out of control.
Oh, motherfucker.
You,
Thought I'd be like that?
Well, no, you two just know when the wall has clearly been hit. You know, you have more sense than us. So
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we passed the wall.
I mean,
The wall is just a dot to us.
I feel
right
like
now.
if Trump would have built it, we wouldn't have to worry about passing it. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? I want to meet a very southern guy who like loves that girl.
Yeah, he
Who's
probably-
like, damn,
Which
Bergotti,
one- which one?
Probably the most American woman that's
Yeah.
ever lived or breathed.
Lived or
Cash me outside.
Breathe.
How
About that.
First off, she says cash. I love it from the first word.
I love it.
Me, it's all about me. Outside, I've been saying that since forever ago. Fervor.
'Cause I'm outside
I
all
was
the
saying
time.
that since fervor ago.
Fervor.
Fervor.
How about
Dad.
that? So,
Dad? Like da?
how about dad?
How about that?
That's great.
Oh, this was fun.
It was fun.
You're fun.
Thank you.
You're right, I could have
Thank
talked.
you guys for being fun. I knew you could talk.
You did.
You're-
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I
Jeez.
I thought you were
I
being
thought
yourself.
about going to get it after, but we had already sat in these seats.
No, it's cool. It ended up being sweet.
Get what after?
It ended up still being
The
fun.
mic.
Mike it up, Nick.
Because you'll still hear from Bart's side. You'll still hear from Bart's
You
mic.
should be driving a Kia.
I was thinking about that. Remember I was telling you I can't
Yeah.
like
What?
listen to people's serious conversations because they'll
Yeah.
be like, dude, I feel so bad. Like, what should I do? And I just get triggered. I'm like, you should be driving a Kia. Like, dude, I'm talking about like my marriage right now. And I'm like, from Summit Place Kia. And then that's just, I
Summit
can't
Place
take
Kia.
it. I hear the word should and should be driving a Kia. Is all I ever heard after that. It's like, you should, like if a cop pulled up and was like, hey sir, you should, I'd be like, be driving a Kia from Summit Place Kia? Of course.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Jesus, everybody knows that. What are you, a cop?
Do you live under a rock?
Yeah,
with you?
Jesus, where'd they put the police station? It's great. That's just what I'll say now. Because it's a very open statement. It's not offensive. Where'd they put the police station? I'd be like, what? I don't know. Google it. I refuse to answer your question, citizen.
They don't know. They
That'd be
don't-
great. I don't even
They
fucking
don't, they don't
know.
know to be offended.
I just drive to work, bro. That's great. Out of control.
Over and out.
Let's eat the fuck out of that omelet.
You're welcome.
That is. Thank you so fucking much.
I got the sauteed green peppers in there. It was 60 cents. That was worth it.
Oh my god, the marvel. It's better than what I initially ordered.
Was it?
Fuck
The
yeah!
hash browns are supposed to be well done, and they're not.
Seemed well done to me.
The real squish. You should be driving a Kia.
What
It's
you
only
think
the-
it was?
That was pretty nice though. You know, we kept it,
A little bit of
kept it decent.
harmony.
Especially for a firstie. You know, we just kind of went for
Oh,
it.
that, yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean it was good regardless.
Thanks.
Yeah, learn how to put on your jacket, asshole. All three of your jackets. How come you never have one jacket?
I do have the one jacket, and then I put it on. And
Why do you have the build of a Tony Hawk pro skater character?
Help
Like,
you. What a gentle lady.
why? Oh my god. He looks like Spawn. He looks like Spawn, like, but if he wasn't all burnt
and
stuff.
white.
Yeah, very white.
Spound.
Yeah, umber Spawn.
You should be driving a Kia.
The burp
I also
song.
do. I also like for father and son.
Okay, boss, I'll call. Oh my god, that was the best back in the day.
Wait,
Big, no,
No
jobs,
jobs,
too
too
small. Where father is up, room, yeah, but oh my god. And then they were like, we're 3D now. We know we used to have that drawing,
Theme song's
but
the
bro,
way to go.
it's 1997.
I have
Everybody's
no
3D.
idea what you're talking about.
You don't, because you didn't live that life. You were too busy watching Brink. You know, I got that from Novi Expo Center for $10. Chase Webster said, I'll give you the
pimpkin?
money, but if you don't have the money for me tomorrow, I get to kick you in your nuts. And Jackass was out, so that was a liable deal.
Is this like
And I shook for it. It's
A
the,
pimp
in
cane.
case of the zombie apocalypse? Is this what you're gonna use?
well,
Like
that
a
and my
keto?
like 8-inch blade,
Is
yeah.
that what
You're
it's
gonna
called?
take me to the end?
Oh yeah, of course.
A keto? Or you?
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Well, that thing's great. I love that.
Hiroshima?
Could I get a side
Side
of
order.
Nagasaki? No, sir, you can't. I don't know what you want me to do.
On fire! Oh God!
Shoo, it's just like a flashback.
Yikes!
Were you there? No, I just watched Schindler's List. They didn't even show that in that movie.
Picture.
It's a
It's
totally
Lester in front.